$25 from Big Jazzy J. Long live the Pixel Squid. And with that, looks like JBuzzyBee is ready to bring us some Xeodrifter, so I'm going to throw it over there for this awesome run.
Oh, we're good.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming out this morning. This is Xeodrifter. It's a great game that I've been running here for a long time. My name is JBuzzyBee, and here's my couch here. On the right, we have...
I'm RPDAC. Pizza. Rats.
All these guys are really great friends of mine, and honestly, if it weren't for Dak, I wouldn't be running this game in the first place. He's the reason he found the skip in this game that made this game a really cool speed game. So we'll get into that later, but now whenever you guys are ready, you get to go. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and count this down then, guys. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I didn't say go.
Oh, you really messed up.
Yeah. Can we reset?
Not this soon. It's an unskippable cutscene to start here. It's about 50 seconds. Really, the longest time on the run I'm not doing anything is the getting cutscene. So this game originally came out in 2014 on Steam from a developer called Renegade Kid, and it's been re-released on basically every different platform now, including Nintendo Switch this year as well. And right now on Steam, it's actually on sale for $1. So if I'm pushing up this game, which hopefully you will, you can check that out as well for a pretty cheap cost. The basic plot of this game is we're traveling through space and we get hit by a meteor, and now we're stuck in this system of planets, and we're trying to repair our ship so we can warp out of here, basically.
Yeah, so basically it's like a Metroidvania type of game.
Yeah, it's a lot of Super Metroid in this game. There's a lot of based off of that as well. And once we get into the power-ups too, it's like Mega Man as well.
It's really interesting because you unlock things obviously as you get more power-ups, but power-ups are scattered across all 4 of those planets, so you constantly have to go back and forth and find new areas in those planets that you couldn't reach before.
All right, we're coming up on the first boss here. For a lot of these bosses, I'll be standing here in the middle of the room because he has an attack that shoots bullets, and if I stand in the middle, I can continuously shoot him, like right, for example, here. So we'll stick in the middle of the room, basically damaging him consistently whenever I can. All of the bosses in this game are programmed to heal when they're below 50% of their health, which we'll be taking advantage of that later. But the first 2 bosses, it's just a downtime where we have to wait for him to come back. But basically, we'll just keep on hitting him until he dies.
Yeah, half of this game is just shooting at Sonic the Hedgehog over there.
Yeah. They're all different colored Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Yeah, get used to the that sprite because you'll be seeing him a lot.
Yeah. So right there, the difference between this run and a normal one I'd be doing is because we're playing with the music on. The main reason that's going to be a difference, and the music is a time loss, is because, for example, when I grab this power up here, it plays this jingle, and I can't cancel out the text box until now. So that's the main difference you'll see throughout the run. It'll be a little bit of a time loss, but for the sake of the marathon, this music's really good, so I'm glad you're getting a chance to hear it.
Yeah, I've never heard this music.
Yeah, I'll just be playing the deep quiet of space when I do runs. It's
nice
more realistic.
By the way.
Here you go. Nice shout out. Awesome. We're on the second planet here. There's just a lot of enemies here, so casually this is a pain to get around in, but I've played it enough where I know where to avoid everything at. All right, so right here, we're going to damage boost through this shell enemy. Normally, he would take a long time to kill because I'm at my base power right now. But luckily, shout out to Beta, you're going to die. He figured out that you can just damage boost through that shell enemy at the top of there because the hitbox itself is very small up there.
Also, shout out to him for making the auto splitter for this game. There was an auto splitter that he made for it, and it wasn't exactly right to where Jeremy wanted to split. So then he was like, okay, and he took it back, and then he came back days later and had it all fixed, and it was perfect. So he really works hard, and I really appreciate that.
Dude, he's a great man.
Talking about you, Baited.
You'll appreciate us shouting him out too. You stayed up for this. Well, some things to shout outs. Also shout outs to Fetz Palazzo, another good friend of mine who also ran this game as well, and she's the one that discovered that music saves time being off. Alright, we're coming up on the second boss now. All the bosses have conveniently healed spots right here, so we can always get a health upgrade before they happen. So this boss was really when RNG starts to be a factor, so right there he just hopped in the background. I cannot attack him in this phase, so it's about 5 seconds lost every time he hops to the background and does that attack. It's kind of ironic because for every boss later in the run, I want them to do that attack. That's what's optimal.
You can't go into the background yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have a little bit of foreshadowing there. So right now he's doing his scripted heal, so I can't avoid this no matter what.
Now he's purple this time.
Yeah, exactly. He
Big
turned purple.
I just realized he grows a third eye when he shoots you.
And the Hendrix. He never turns blue though.
Why? Why, Jules?
Shout outs. Well, now we're just thinking that shout outs to Jules Watson, the developer of this game. He's been really supportive of me and my accomplishments here. I don't know if you see my Xeodrifter shirt I'm wearing, but he actually even sent that to me. So he's a really great guy. Yeah.
He also talked about you at E3.
He's a cool guy.
That's pretty cool.
So this is plane shift. So plane shift is what allows me to go to the background. So that's a really big mechanic in this game. So now I'll be able to access a lot of areas I couldn't previously because I can go to the background. And also means I can follow the bosses into the background, which will be really important later on.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of. He just goes back and forth, and
Yeah.
unless you have a million IQ like JBuzz, and you might not understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Everything I'm doing here, you can definitely learn on your own. We have a great community and leaderboards and a Discord as well. So that's my. Oh, that's a little bit of glitch there. So all right, I didn't get trolled there. So I put all of my gun power upgrades onto the second slot there, which is upgrading power. The power works in increments of 2, so when I get a second gun upgrade, my damage will go up by 1. So we calculated it's faster just to put all of them onto the power. We used to put some onto the fire rate, which makes it shoot faster. But then we just did the math, crunched the numbers, because there's smart people in this community like
you.
not me. I just do the run. Like the littlest.
When you said like you, I thought you were talking like to the viewers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys at home.
Yeah.
Smart.
So as you can see, I'm going back through all the levels. The way the game is designed, it wants you to use your new upgrades is like as soon as you get them. So that's why you can't warp back to the ship. Because if you could warp back to the ship, it would save a tremendous amount of time in this run.
Hint.
It's okay, we got a lot in this game to be excited about. All right, so now I have 2 gun upgrades, so I'll be doing more damage. It's a little bit of a blind jump there, so I could have got trolled, but I didn't. And is there time for donation, Proto, if you like?
I can absolutely do that. There's $50 here from some guy named Sex Rex. Greetings from the back couch. Sex Rex here with the 50 I had from deaths in my gift run. Here's to a few more days of great runs coming up. Hi, Sex Rex.
Awesome. So, shout out to you, Sex Rex. So right there, I just I saved, and saving is just a really quick thing I could do. It fits my health back to max, so that's what I want to do here. Before this next boss commences, I want to make sure I'm at full health. And we've got time for another donation as well.
Great, I've got $5 here from John Doof, and I have no idea if I pronounced that right, so apologies. I love what you do. Thank you all for this insane week of fun.
All right, so up here, we're gonna go ahead and do this backwards so I'm damage boosting through this pink lava / creep, whatever it's called, and I'm getting that power up early. So that's actually the last gun upgrade I'll get throughout the run. I'm now doing +2 power than I was doing when I started. Oh, that was weird. Kind of messes up my cycles here too, but we'll get it figured out. Oh, come on.
Making me nervous.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so it's a kind of a glitch. Is if you jump, the the health upgrade just like shoots into the ceiling. All right, now for this boss. Kind of explain this more after I'm doing it.
It's the most 200 IQ thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Now you actually can go to the back. Fight him. And it's more optimal that way.
Yeah.
So Jeremy went back into the background and shot up, and the reason it followed him back there is because it doesn't want you to camp back there while it's doing like things in the foreground. So he shot upward as it was hitting him, and he took off enough of the health where it skipped like a couple of stages of the boss.
Yeah.
And then it instantly goes back there for health, and he can just go through it and kill it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, like Dad was explaining, all the last 3 bosses in the run have like an invincible attack that I can't damage them for. It wastes about 20 seconds. So by doing that and damaging in the background, I manipulate him into taking enough health. Then once he gets to that half health point, like we mentioned earlier, he's programmed to go to the back to heal. And I'm just basically chasing him back and forth until he dies.
Yeah, once you get the power up to go into the background, I feel like the bosses get like way cooler.
Yeah, exactly. We used to fight all them normally too, but we've optimized them to the point where these last 3 bosses are mainly just RNG to make sure we get them. The 3rd boss is really simple. You only have to hit him after his first attack. Awesome. So there we call it the rock guy skip, whatever you want to call it. There's a rock enemy there. He bobs up and down every frame. So I delay my run until I walk off the platform, so I get a frame where I can slide underneath him like that. And it's really important I get that because he does 3 damage. He's one of the few things in this game that actually does 3 damage. And for this run, that's like half of my entire health. So if I were to miss that, I would just go back and re-heal up. All right, so I'm doing this room backwards. I'm supposed to go up here when I get the power up, but I did it backwards, just fall down, simple there, avoid a water section. So for this next boss, I'm going to be doing the same thing, except he has enough HP where I can't do that unless I get the right attack. So I can shoot him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And I got hit there, but it should be okay. So right now, I'm just going to wait for him to do the rock attack. So this is just RNG. All I have to do is just wait. So hopefully he doesn't troll me too bad, but it looks like he is trolling me right now. He's basically rolling like a 1 in 4 like every time. So every time it's like a 25% chance. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. Shadow doesn't play as nice as his brothers.
And I got damage there, which is gonna be a little bit, make us a little bit closer than it needs to be, but I should be okay still.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Nice.
It's so scary when you warp back to the foreground.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this is gonna break the game, guys. This is what RPDeck found all those years ago.
Yeah.
Should I explain it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I just did it.
Yeah, there you go. It lets you clip through walls. The way it works is you rocket up and to the side into any top corner, and if your head is against the wall or against the ceiling, and you rocket into the corner, it'll wedge you into the wall, and then you're stuck like a pixel into the wall, and then you have to hold down and press jump to like lower into the wall, and as long as your feet are touching a piece of ground, you can walk either way inside of whatever wall you're inside of.
Yeah, exactly. So you just rocket, use the momentum to clip into the wall by just a pixel, and then once you're perpendicular with the floor, the game will allow you to clip. All right, so now I'm going to do the rock skip again. I'm going to walk this far.
Oh,
There we go.
What
He
a-
successfully skipped rock guy both times.
what a speed running stud.
There we
I
go.
believe in
Yeah.
you.
So you see there's 2 empty gems there. This is actually the final boss up ahead. I'm supposed to come back to this planet later, but by doing that, I skip getting the last 2 power-ups in the game. So that's the final boss right there. He's taking the precious warp core I need to escape from this cluster of planets, so we'll be coming up on him right now.
If you'll notice, we didn't even go to the blue planet.
Yeah, there's a fourth planet in this game, which some people that watch me, they don't even know about. 'Cause objectively, it is the worst planet, though, how they do everything.
There's like these bat enemies there, and oh my god, they're horrible.
Awesome. So for this boss, is mainly the source of the huge time saves we've had over the years, is how we fight this guy.
Yeah. I think this is by far the coolest boss, just because of how you do it.
Yeah, this is great.
And we got it.
Nice.
So we used to fight this boss normally, and he has 3 invincible phases that are completely skippable. But recently we realized, well, why don't we use that what we're gifted already, which is the rocket clip. And I clip out of bounds to where I can shoot him, but he can't shoot me. So this saves a huge amount of time over the course of the run, of almost like 2 minutes. It's insane. So, I mean, now we just wait till he dies. We're doing the max damage we can.
Just like us all.
So if you got a donation, Proto, go on ahead.
Man, brother.
All right.
You got it. There's $10 here from Doom again. Aw, yeah, Xeodrifter. JB is always cool, and nothing says good time like Proto on the mic. Go get him, Buzzy.
Awesome. Thanks, Doom. Appreciate it. All right, so now I just have a dream sequence here. Just a little bit last of a hoorah. A little bit more
Get ready
platforming.
on time, right?
Yep, time will be once I get through this section. So I got just 2 more clips.
Yeah.
There's a power up you get that's called phase shift. That's supposed to let you like phase through walls, but we don't need
have
that.
that. We have that
Yeah,
without it.
we basically have phase without that in the first place, so we don't need it. All right. Isn't much left here. I don't really care if we're taking damage at this point. There's only a few guys left to beat. And we're coming up on that time now. And time.
Nice.
Awesome. What time do we get?
That was a 15:51.
Awesome. Like
Not
15's
bad,
pretty,
not bad.
15's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially with music.
Yeah, exactly. The music is about like 20 plus seconds there difference. World record is actually 14:20 by Asher, a really great runner. Does a great attempts. My PB is a 14:45. Right now the big difference is just RNG, but we're optimizing this game to a really good point. So fortunate that I got to do this run here and have some great friends on the couch with me. If I'm saying to somebody that's submitting a game to SGDQ, like if you don't get on your first try or your second try or your third try like me, just never stop trying. If you know you got a good game out there, then just keep on trying. You'll get in there eventually, just like I did, and be able to do this awesome run.
Nice.
All right, awesome.
Awesome. That's all for me, unless you guys got anything.
No.
I want to shout out a user in our Discord named the Littlest Bull. He actually dumped out all the files from this game, from like the 3DS version and all these different versions, and it really helped us mathematically figure out what would be the fastest route in putting gun upgrades, and he's really important.
I'm glad I stack. I'm glad you mentioned that. Bull is just a really great, really smart guy that's been figuring stuff out. I know I already shout him out again, but shout outs to Jules Watson and Atui for everything they do and supporting me through this game and just being a really good developer. So once again, this game is $1 on Steam right now because summer sale, so definitely give it a shot. All right, and that's all for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you very much for that awesome Xeodrifter run, JBuzzyBee. Got $20 for you here from Laren to Splel. Hey, JBuzz, don't forget to hold left and rhythmically tap B. I woke up early for this run. Coming up next is going to be Titan Souls with Zik3, but in the meantime, got a couple of your donations that I'd like to go through. Got $5. Hi, SGDQ. Dregalina here. Just with a quick donation to tell the word an important message. Borb. $25 from Professor Alba says, did someone say PJ? Did someone say Bionic Commando 2? Did someone say hype mode? Yes, please. Shell of Light donated $10. Greetings from Germany. Psych! I'm here in Minnesota. Shoutouts to our friend Pixel Squid. $10 from Tony45 says, been watching on and off the past few days. Really awesome to see great community support a great cause. Love seeing the old school style games get blasted right through. Keep up the great work. $7 from the beautiful Land Mermaid. Good morning. My husband introduced me to GDQ a few years ago, and now we look forward to watching together every time. This particular event is special as it's our son's first GDQ. We're excited to share with him that one of our favorite hobbies can also be used to help people around the world. Hello, child Land Mermaid. I hope you're having a good GDQ. And $25 from the Jester's Ace. This donation is for Mighty Myth, the runner of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, later today. This donation is to let everyone know that we only get to see Sambrosian dancing if Dimitri is the animal companion, and trust me, we want to see that. Thank you, Fiery One, for your $75 contribution. MSF is one of my favorite organizations. They do fantastic work around the world, and I'm happy to contribute to such a great cause. Shoutouts to JBuzzyBee for that great Xeodrifters run. As we are getting ready for this Titan Souls run, I would just like to take a minute to remind you that you're watching Summer Games Done Quick 2018. We're here all week long, speedrunning your favorite video games and your new favorite video games that you haven't heard of yet, raising money for Doctors Without Borders, and while I'm thinking about this very comfy tank top I'm wearing, I'd like to shout out one of our sponsors, the Yeti. The Yeti has been supporting Games Done Quick events since 2012. They're the official merchandise sponsor for Games Done Quick, and you can get official Summer Games Done Quick tees and more at theyeti.com. That's THEYETEE.com. Yeti, you know, it's a pun. Get it? Yeah, okay, we got it. Just a quick update on some upcoming donation incentives. For the Legend of Zelda Choose the File Names incentive, Volcor is currently winning at just over $20,000. The next highest is Lonk at $2,000. The hotly contested Zelda Oracle of Seasons Choose the Animal Companion bid war. Currently, Moosh the Bear is winning at $2,328. Right next to that is Dimitri the Dodongo at $2,261, and not far behind is our boy Ricky the Kangaroo at $2,046. The Paper Mario Attack Effects B incentive is currently sitting at $3,319 out of $7,500. That Paper Mario run is coming up, and you want that Attack Effects B incentive. It makes the run all the better.